So let's talk about turbocharging motorcycle. In previous videos, I've been talking about just how to draw basics of motorcycle, like engine, frame, wheels, stuff like this. So, and here, like, what if we want to, like, tuning, motorcycle tuning, make it super fast. So, let's take first, like, simplest, like basic configuration of motorcycle. So we have this like one cylinder engine. So this some kind of transmission, all the stuff, cylinder here. So this engine have a inlet and outlet. So like with this outlet for exhaust gases, usually in front, like this. So we have exhaust pipe. Hello, Dorian. And on the rear side, we have inlet. So it's kind of like this. So air and gas mix with a carburetor, right? So we have carburetor here. Carburetor create mixture of air and gas, gasoline. So this mixture go in a cylinder kind of, and then it's like combusts and exhaust gas go out here, right? So usually it's also air filter before carburetor. So here we have. So this basic setup, kind of you see the sequence. We have air filter, carburetor, cylinder, and then exhaust pipe. So what is turbocharging? Turbocharging, its principle is like when we have exhaust these gases, exhaust gases, and they before they just go out to nature, kind of. They go inside turbine. So there's special turbine. So let me draw it for you. So these exhaust gases going into turbine. So let's say go in here. So get exhaust gas go inside this like spiral kind of, right? So inside this have this like a flops, so it's axle. So they start to be moved, so this axle start to rotate by exhaust gases. And second part, let's draw it like this. So it's kind of very interesting thing. No, we'll show flops. Так. Yeah, right. Yeah, so this exhaust gases go here. And so turbine structure, this turbocharger structure is like this. These exhaust gases, instead of going directly to just outside, at first it goes into turbine. So inside here it start to rotating this axle. Let me. So this axle rotates, and it start to rotate compressor here in this part. So here what happened is this compressor part of turbocharger. We have outside air go inside. And then, so it's kind of very interesting thing. Let's draw here again. So this how turbocharger is looks, right? It's two parts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. Here, outside air go inside this hole. Here it's rotated, so because of this rotation, is suck in more air and compress this air. So outside from this, we have compressed air. So it's like very compressed. So when it's mixed, compressed air mixed with fuel, it became like a stronger and kind of like more powerful than when it's kind of more less compressed air, if you know. So this part goes inside, compressed air go inside a cylinder, and then after combustion, right, we have this gases, exhaust gases going inside this hole. So when they going out, they're pushing this axle. So this axle rotates and again suck in more air, can compress this air, and so here it makes this kind of circle, like rotating air, rotating axle, and then finally it go out, so to exhaust pipe. Exhaust pipe. So this call compressor, this part, and this part call turbine. So basically this what happened. It's kind of idea, again, when you break it down, idea is very simple, right? So now what we need to do, we need to put a turbocharger. So this thing altogether called turbocharger. We need to put turbocharger inside this structure, inside our sequence, right? So now we can put turbocharger after carburetor. So when people like modify some standard motorcycles, they will do it like this. So I will show. So we have air filter, carburetor, turbocharger, and after, like from this pipe, it goes here, and then it go out to here, and then finally we go out. Let's draw how it looks. Так. So let's say air filter, carburetor, carburetor. And now we have this compressor. So go like this, and then we have turbine, and here we have exhaust pipe. So a lot of this tuner, they just do exhaust pipe like this. Так. So this kind of this setup with the air filter and turbocharger. And here what you can see, so if you find like any reference, just kind of Google turbocharged motorcycle, right? You will see this like pipes. So this pipe will go to air inlet in cylinder, and this pipe go to air outlet. So here I show it more like schematic, so it's kind of can see it clearly. But actually, like in the actual motorcycle, it looks like very much like this. It's look crazy. Some kind of crazy plumber. Так. Cyberpunk plumber motorcycle. So here we have this one cylinder motorcycle. You see air go inside here. So it goes here. It's kind of rotates here. So it's more air go inside, it's more compressed, go inside. Then it's combustion, exhaust go here, rotates axle, so it rotates turbine, rotates compressor, and here it's finally exhaust, finally go out. So when we talk about turbocharge different engines, it's always this kind of principle. Only can be difference sometimes, which is really rare and it's kind of not recommended, can put a carburetor inside here. They broken. So we can take carburetor out from here, move air filter, connect to inlet of compressor, and put carburetor here, like connect to cylinder. Also there is combinations when between compressor and cylinder they're put intercooler, because compressed air get like heated, because like it's get compressed, so it start to warm up. It became very hot. So to cool it down, it also helps to compress even more air together. So they can put intercooler here. Today I will not show it, so don't want to like completely blow your mind. So, okay, let's show anyway. It's just like as a scheme, basic. So let's say we have air filter, then it goes to compressor. Usually intercooler will install for injector motorcycles. So instead of carburetor, there is let's full injection system. Will be some kind of throttle body. So again here, exhaust pipe. So here, intercooler. So now it's gonna be this like have this ribs from intercooler and goes to throttle body. So can be kind of this like electronic throttle body. So what is difference between carburetor and injectors? It's because they made for these digital systems when they're like AI basically. Yes, AI can calibrate like all this full injection process. So here we have this thing. It's attached to cylinder, so it's like throttle body attached to air inlet on the cylinder. And here air outlet, we have exhaust pipe going into turbine. So here this exhaust gases going into turbine, same kind of process, rotating turbine rotated axle, rotating compressor. So air go in compressor, became heated, cooled inside intercooler, going into throttle body, going into cylinder. Here's like this combustion happen, exhaust gas, and etc. And other exhaust gas go out. There also can be, this is why I didn't want to talk about this too much. There can be also this thing called exhaust, waste gate. External waste gate. This thing. There are also some cables, but for this really you will need to buy my book because it's kind of too many details. So basically it is this. So instead of this, now we have all this Super Mario kind of crazy stuff. Так. So then we have different layouts for engine. So here I show you just standard one, well, not standard, like kind of most simple, can say, engine layout when we have just like vertical one cylinder. So there is other layouts. So this cylinder can be like leaning, then it can be like two cylinders, like a V shape. This can be like same arrangement, three cylinders, can be two cylinders, can be horizontally placed like this, or what else? Yeah, just like so many, like can put 6, 4. Yes, like just for example, there are even 4 cylinders like this. You know, it's like crazy. So all of them, it's exactly same thing. It's also always will have inlet, outlet, inlet. No, here's outlet. Here is inlet. Here is outlet. Same here, outlet, outlet. And if you want to turbocharge, you just need to arrange this pipeline to connect inlet into compressor and outlet to turbine, and then you just filter and exhaust pipe. Так, let's see. So yeah, let's show you. For example, так, yeah, can be like V this way, like perpendicular. If here is they're like parallel, here they can be perpendicular, right? So I mean, you see, just when we draw it, what we have motorcycle frame. Like you watch my first tutorial about how to draw motorcycles. So motorcycle frame, it's basically kind of how we connect driver seat, rear and front wheel with engine, right? So we have this frame. So when you have engine and frame, so you just kind of think how to place turbocharger. So where will be space for it? So let's say here, right? Turbocharger is this like a two tablets or like two wheels, right? So then here will be, if you want, sometimes they're not attached, but if you want, you can attach exhaust pipe. Exhaust pipe can be bent. Then here also it's pipe, box for carburetor. Carburetor is like, you can use like basic configurations. There's like two boxes. Then filter, again it's a tube, and like kind of tapering tube. Let's say, right? So you can see all this as contained within right angle, right? So now you have this whole thing. You know, like how big it is, like what is dimensions, how long, how wide. So you can think here where you will place it. So where you have space, let's say about here, right? So sometimes can be only one turbocharger for 2 cylinders, but sometimes I see they do like two, like turbocharger for each cylinder. So you see now we have like uh, we know proportions, we know where it is, and then I can just detailize it. So yeah, also let's see here, carburetor. Yeah, make it longer than I prepare. So, and then you see like when you find how to place it, then you also kind of like make sure you have space for piping. So here's like exhaust pipe, and let's say it goes like this, right? Same here, exhaust pipe go like this, connects to this. Here we have, so it's kind of very fun stuff to do. Yeah, it's we can say it's not for beginners. You need to already be like pretty confident with drawing like geometry in a space. So here, let's say, so this is frame. So there behind also this compressor pipe going into cylinder inlet. Так, here frame, motorcycle frame, and this kind of frame for driver seat, stuff like this. Hello, Max. Так, Max's. Так, always writing the same stuff. Kind of annoying. Так. So it's kind of already look crazy, right? Already look very cyberpunk. Um, and that's it. So you just play around with this. Um, you can place like you can maybe like even make like two this together on one side. So you will have like two turbochargers on the one side of engine. You can, like I say, you can put carburetor or throttle body inside here. So outside you will have like smaller construction. Here's kind of options. Yeah, and I also recommend like when you will draw like your motorcycle, you Google couple pictures so you can see some nuances. Like there is some cables, just like it's not necessary right now to remember study cables, because anyway you better have some reference photos. But now with these principles, you will better understand. And let's draw motorcycle in perspective with turbocharger. But first,
Subscribe Keyboard Art. You now have 15 seconds to comply.
subscribe. Так. Так, so, okay, motorcycle. Let's make it. Here will be a horizon line. Go like this. I don't know, let's make just like 5-point perspective. So here y-axis, horizon line, z vanishing point, z-axis, and y-axis. So horizon line like this. It's also x-axis. So we have in this 5-point perspective grid, x-axis will be curved. So let's do kind of this. So and now like on the first tutorial, you just establish basic elements. So we have like front wheel, then it's like main motorcycle body, these two axes, and rear wheel. Front wheel axle, then so have front fork, This front light. Let's make this turn lights. Handlebars. So you see, kind of like with drawing like full motorcycle, it's always a think about overlapping. So you can kind of, if you want, you can draw from inside out, like start to drawing from motorcycle frame, but then there will be a lot of like above elements which cover it. But like for practice, it's very good to like draw each element of motorcycle separately, like draw motorcycle frame in perspective, then draw fuel tank, seat, like this saddle. If you're not sure about how to draw motorcycle frames, go watch my first tutorial about motorcycles. Так, so here we have this rear side. So there's like a rear fork and rear wheel. Let's just make sure it's properly in perspective. So front wheel. Yeah. How's this? Так. So let's make this like a V type of engine. So it's like this. I hope it's clear. Так. So there's two cylinders. So here it's outlets. So the exhaust pipes will go this way. And here let's place turbine like this. Then here will be from the perspective compressor, the second part, and then carburetor, and air filter. So here we can draw exhaust pipe. And here, so these exhaust gases go in by pipe to turbine here. Then, so it's turning turbine, and then it's going to this exhaust pipe. Так, same other side. Here we have frame. Так, so, and now let's put driver. So here's kind of his. So now driver have not so much space for his legs. Так, about here. Так, so what we can also see rear suspension. Rear wheel. Так. Make small mirror. Так. I already explained about fuel injectors. Fuel injectors, it's like it's just like small sink, very small cylinder inside there, which normally you will never see. So it's too specific for this second tutorial. What you need to know about fuel injection system is that there, instead of carburetor, there is this like much smaller sink, and it also depends on the type of engine. So sometimes there can be like four throttle bodies. If we talk about one throttle body, like electronic throttle body, then it's kind of this very, very simple. So it's much smaller, it's inside. It's kind of small element of all this chain. And full injector, there will be this kind of thing. So yeah, there's some kind of this pipe hose going to gas tank, but you will almost never see it. For this, I mean, it's not like I advertise in my book and I don't want to tell you like secret or something, but just practically speaking, this kind of details you will do only like, when you have a book, you just put this book or a reference next to your drawing table and you practice. When you just learning how to draw motorcycles in general, this information is really unnecessary. It's just there is a learning kind of process, and there is procrastination in the form of learning. So when you kind of going into details and you still not using all this information, so why you kind of keep asking specific information when I clearly know you don't draw, and you will not draw this like injectors and stuff. Be careful. Procrastination is a tricky thing. Так. Because like I'm making this book about motorcycles, and I constantly like double check, like make sure I'm not making like unnecessary and even like harmful or destructive material, like I don't want it to be just like kind of, oh, this, that, or like look how many stuff I find. No, it should be useful. It should be something which help you to draw motorcycles, help you to draw them better, and also convenient for drawing process, kind of like a supportive material. Because it might be like not clear sometimes, but this is for teachers, for educators, for people who create like educational materials. It's a kind of thing, when you can make imitation of a teaching, or you can really make material which help people to learn something. It's kind of stuff. Так. Here, my little shoulder. So for me, it's really important to know if you learn from my videos. Like you can share your work, show me. But yeah, you can show me your work in Discord if you're member of this channel, which is actually very cheap. So if you not homeless and kind of starving, which also kind of will be weird. Like I cannot imagine like homeless, starving people watching tutorials about perspective and motorcycle. It's like, "Ah, I don't have a food. I didn't eat like 5 days. Let's watch some tutorials on my smartphone." It's definitely will help in my situation. So yeah, so if you are serious and if you interested to more interact with me, then I really suggest to become member of a channel, join my Discord, show your works. Just like stop pretending like you're learning or whatever when you just watching videos for entertainment. Like where is your drawings, right? Like you study draw motorcycles, okay, there should be some motorcycle drawings. There should be something you can show. Otherwise, it's all don't make any sense, right? You can't be artist if you have nothing to show. Or I don't know, make like some kind of Instagram account or something. Give me link in the comments. I will check your Instagram. I mean, not just to show your random stuff, but I will glad to see if you learn something from my YouTube. This kind of thing. Because you see, art is a social thing. We making art for our community. It's not just like, "Oh, I showing my feelings. I express myself." Partially, yes, but it's also communication. It's important kind of type of social activity, let's say, right? So we help each other to see like beauty of our world, appreciate our society or stuff like this, you know. Kind of how I see it, art helps to recognize meaning and value in life and like in the daily life first of all, right? Because we're like very easy forget about like what we have, right? Just because we see it every day, we think like, oh, it's nothing special, it's nothing important. And then we need to refresh, we need to kind of like clean this front glass and remind ourselves again, you know, just No, it's not just life. It's amazing. So, as artists, we always work with a community. We work for community, and we like to have feedback. Kind of, we want to see kind of reaction or trace result of our impact, right? And same as teacher, like it's really helps. It's really nice to see your students improve or to see like any influence like you make to other people. So do not treat teachers or educators as some kind of um, I don't know, like radio channel, like automotive stream, which is just like, it's not like pre-recorded random stuff. No, it's I sharing knowledge with you. So it's a form of communication. And when I see feedbacks, it's it's kind of like a way of reward teacher, right? Is to show a result of his efforts. So some students don't think about it. It's not like they don't care, they just don't understand teachers. They're also humans. So don't forget to, like, I don't know, can say like thanks to your teacher or just like tell him how he helped you improve, stuff like this. Так. So let's say here's this exhaust pipe. Yeah. And yeah, also my big gratitude for everybody who support my channel, for patrons, for channel members. That's very cool. Thank you very much. Because like eventually it will be my stable income. Right now it's nice kind of addition, I can buy some art materials from YouTube money. It's very cool. I bought new camera from YouTube money. It's like kind of live a very simple life. All my money goes to just basic needs and everything related to art. I still kind of plan to travel. Yeah, then we'll finish book and we'll go to Japan. But right now, don't have time for this. Unfortunately, kind of keep imagining like how cool will be to draw Tokyo. It's definitely like cyberpunk. Так, let's see. This piping. There's go like this. Which so let's see. We have this turbine. Can see a little from other side. It's kind of very little here. Так. Can make also this kind of cables for here. Just draw like this. So, some cyberpunk detail. Hello, Daniel. Oh, don't speak this language, but arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. Так. Так. So let's see. Maybe you draw one more motorcycle on the left. So we have two turbocharged motorcycles. But let's put some cyberpunk. Born to be alone, but tank. So here. This. Yeah, thank you, Dorian. Yeah, I myself also am a member of couple YouTube channels. So it's not like I telling you to join my channel and I myself like very greedy stuff. No, I also member of some channels. Support different channels. and consider support more. Like I a member of how to say is correct. Double check. I'm member of Andrew Joseph Keith. This sculptor dude who was a guest recently. Also, I'm member of some anti-Islam channels. I support ex-Muslim people who talking true about Islam. Yeah, and we'll be member of more channels soon. Because as a creator, right, I understand it's important, right? You need to show sometimes like engagement, support, contribute if you want to your favorite creators to keep making their stuff. If you want support their work and just kind of wish them good luck. Так, let's see. Maybe go here like this. So here can make downhill. Because there is interesting correlation. Every Muslim who read Quran immediately became ex-Muslim. You can research yourself. You can only be in Islam if you never read Quran. Так. So ex-Muslim is only people who study and read Quran. All others, they never read it or they lying or they pretend they reading it. When in reality they just watch like TikTok videos and kind of believe they're very good people, belong to some great movement. Так, let's see. One more motorcycle. Так, so of this motorcycle, go here. Or let's finish this one little. So like Let's make like one more motorcycle, like flying here. It's like you have like dust. Oh, nice. Yes, thank you, Dorian. Really nice. Nice to read your feedback. Так. So it's here like. Yeah, this kind of like format of live drawing, it's really a nice substitution for live classes. No, when you don't have opportunity to go some art studio or college, whatever, it's kind of really helps. Wow, this feels like really crazy here. Because sometimes we just need this some validation kind of. I mean, even it's all the stuff being completely abused and compromised. But it's still, I mean, it's still kind of just naturally essential thing, you know, when we need to hear something from outside. It can be like very supportive. Like when my teacher kind of tell me uh, about like you need to draw 100 picture every week, or you know, when you hear from other artists when they say they nervous or they struggle or it's like how much hard work they do, it also kind of helps because you might think it's only difficult for you, you know, like so many beginner or young artists, they think if it's difficult, if it's hard, then I'm not talented. Kind of like um, people think sometimes like um, resistance kind of it's a sign of lack of talent. They think like, oh, this artist, they draw so good because it's easy for them. Just enjoy your ride, you know. When in reality you make it be easy. And it's only easy kind of like when you learn to do like more extreme complexity. So when you do something simpler, it's easy. so, so like if you can run for 1 hour, like marathon and stuff, then for you run 10 minutes, it's easy. So when like beginner or like commoner, like people not from who don't have art experience, they look artist, make some scribble, like a draw some sketch, portrait or whatever. So like, wow, it's so easy. Yeah, it can be easy because he make he made it easy by all this practice and hard work. But in general, it's still he have a lot of very difficult tasks, and he just move his plank higher and higher. Так. So yeah, if you work out with 100 kilogram, then 20 kilogram will be easy for you. Так. So it's like motorcycle racing here. Whoa. So, second break.
Madness. This is Jane Bond art.
Who are you?
Bond. Jane Bond.
Nobody says no sound whole time. Whoa. Okay. Так, control, like this. Так. Yeah, here I can make like different clamp. So this what will be in my book is just a lot of details, and then when you draw your stuff you just can choose how much details you want to show. Usually it's not so many details, but again it's like with physical endurance, like I say. Same if you study like very detailed, deep structure, like so you know you need to know more than you typically use. So more you study, more kind of broad your default mode, right? So more advanced you go, more advanced your easy and kind of basic level. Which is also referred to flow state, right? Like flow state is when you do something you are kind of very accustomed to. When you do something very new, when you do something you're not normally do, it's hard to get into flow state. You need more attention, more concentration. You kind of spend a lot of energy to make sure you make everything the right way. When you practice more, you become more automotive, more intuitive. You have more resources to think about fun part, like how to kind of work on impact, how to make it more red and cool instead of just worrying about how to make it look right. Here can be also like oil cooler in the bottom. Так. Here. Так, carburetor here. Just invent new hairstyle. Turbopunk. And what's this? Так. Just kind of break disk here. Front wheel. So this side turbocharger on the right. Then we have in perspective. Let's go over here. So second turbocharger on the right side. So it's like 2-cylinder V like this, but this time I put it more up. Так. Pipe going here. So drawing this kind of things when it have many new elements, many details, it's important part is to draw something like this when you just make drawings to figure out like how to draw them volumetrically, right? Like how connect them in between each other. And then when you understand, when you're able to draw turbocharger, when you're able to draw turbocharger attached to engine from different angles, it should be just like fun exercise, you know. It's just like, okay, how it will look if I draw engine from this angle and I attach turbocharger here from the right side. And then when you have fun, play around with this, then you go and draw motorcycle with the turbocharger. Because after this fun kind of exercise, you will find it's much easier to draw actual motorcycle because here have so many overlapping. So you don't need actually to draw every element. Most of it is being, you know, like covered with some front objects. You know, so it just looks like there is a lot of details, and in reality, most of details being um, kind of blocked. But if you ignore kind of this part when you uh, like think with a pencil, when you just try to better understand how it works, and you will immediately go to drawing motorcycle, it will feel like too heavy, like overwhelming subject, overwhelming task for you. So I strongly recommend first just to draw turbocharger. It's very easy to draw, just like very simple geometry as I show. And then you draw turbocharger attached to engine, and only after you draw motorcycle with engine and turbocharger. So kind of this. There was gonna be a rear brake disc. So let's use x-axis to draw some speed lines. Так, here we have frame. Так, speed lines. Not enough ink to change. This. Here, settle. Frame. Maybe this like rear turning light. Так, wheel again. Let's make some background. Так, what kind of background? Your vehicle. Okay, let's make it like police car. So it's like some story happen, like police chase. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Так. So here's like reinforced front. It's like cyberpunk police. He's like, stop your motorcycle. Так. Stop or I will shoot. Or is it like already okay. Yeah, it's just like to intro is like first shoot. Warning shot. Yeah, warning shot. And there guy. Так. It's like warning shots in the mega cities, like he definitely hit somebody wall or window. Oops. It's okay. It's like dystopian future. Everybody crazy. Here's Так. Stop your vehicle. So here, driver. Так. So some kind of freeway. Yes, so you can write your Instagram or any kind of account where you post your pictures. If you have some pictures like related to my YouTube channel, will be very cool to see. Just kind of write like name of your account and I will find it. Because I'm not sure can you write link here or not. Так. So, so beauty. So, my Instagram is Bond Art. Так, you can find it. Urban mess. Так. Here.
Subscribe, Jinbond Art. You now have 15 seconds to comply.
Let's see. Some metal punk. Down, 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 down. Так, так. Some quick shading. So yeah, kind of almost finished. Just a couple more minutes. If you have anything to talk, can write me in the chat. Так. Later I will work a little more on tiny details and will post the result. This one on the right, I think can do like a color and stream. I will do stream and I will use watercolor to paint it. Так. So I think kind of enough for this time. So thank you for watching. See you later.